All right. Thanks, Justin. It is an honor to be here today with all of you, shaping the future of work. And you might be wondering, why is the CEO of LinkedIn, a company owned by Microsoft, here working on and talking about M365 Copilot? Well, the reason is simple. The future of work and the future of AI are inseparable. LinkedIn is the largest AI-driven professional product and community in the world. We know what it takes to build AI that works for 1.3 billion people. And now we're bringing that expertise together with Microsoft's enterprise scale. We're bringing Copilot to put AI in the flow of human ambition. Over the next 20 minutes, you'll see the future of work unfold. How we take the most powerful AI innovations and make them yours, built into the rhythm of every job, every role, every day. From developers, security analysts, knowledge workers, Copilot is becoming essential to how work gets done. Today, more than 90% of Fortune 500 companies turn to Copilot as they journey to become frontier firms. Why? Because Copilot is built for work. And there are three things that make Copilot special. First is something that we call Work IQ. Second, Copilot is embedded in the Office apps that millions of people use every day at work. And third, it's your window into the world of agents. But let's start with Work IQ. This is the intelligence layer that enables Copilot and agents to know you, your job, and your company. Work IQ isn't just Copilot's brain. It understands your business, workflows, and relationships. Work IQ connects everything that matters inside your company and turns it into an experience that feels effortless, powerful, personal. It's made up of three things: data, memory, and inference. Every organization is built on data. Think about it. Your emails, documents, databases, line of business systems. Data is what codifies how work gets done, and it serves as your biggest differentiator and your most valuable asset. But think about it. So much of that data is untapped. It's tied up in disparate systems and files. But with Work IQ, Copilot enables you to unlock that data, put it to work to deliver real value for you and your business. Memory is what gives Copilot the ability to deliver personalized responses based on your style, your habits, and your preferences. Tracks and understands workflows, recognizes how people, tasks, and tools all fit together. And then last, inference uses all that rich signal in the data combined with memory to make valuable connections, to unlock insights, and predict the next best action or even the next best agent for the job. Most importantly, Work IQ is the AI that you can trust your most valuable information with. For 5 decades, organizations like yours have trusted Microsoft to securely handle that data. Now, you might be wondering, how is Work IQ different than just using connectors? Work IQ works across all of your data in real time and has full context, which allows you to find patterns and insights, while connectors only pull fragments of the data with no real understanding of the context, which means they can miss critical information, they can ignore relationships, and give incomplete answers. But Work IQ is built into your trusted M365 environment, so it respects all your permissions from the start. With Work IQ, Copilot understands the whole picture securely and instantly delivering faster, smarter, and more accurate results in the flow of work in ways that connectors just can't replicate. Now look, many of you are asked, by your CEOs, your board of directors, what's your AI strategy? Here's the good news. Whether you know it or not, inside each of your companies today, you have what you need: the data, the memory, the inference, and it's all wrapped up in Work IQ. Now, We all know that AI works best when it's woven into everyday workflows. So then you ask yourself, where is work happening? Turns out it's happening in these apps, literally. Billions of Word docs are created monthly. Hundreds of millions of PowerPoint presentations and team meetings are created weekly. Apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams, that's where work happens. And they have changed the way that people get their jobs done. We've seamlessly integrated Copilot into the Office apps, enabling productivity directly in the flow of work. And while we all know that Copilot can do a lot inside of these apps, we also know that there are just so many specific use cases, processes, tools that are unique to each company, which is why we've built Copilot to be your window into the world of agents, to handle custom and specific use cases. Agents can take on tasks, handle routine workflows, and automate really complex processes. Now, many of you already know this, you already embrace it, but every organization will run on a distributed ecosystem of agents moving forward, and Copilot is your front end for that. You can now tap into that Work IQ intelligence layer and build custom agents tuned for unique workflows and business needs, because Copilot gives you the ability to build, direct, and coordinate that network of agents, whether they come from you, they come from us, they come from any other partner. Together, Copilot, agents, and Work IQ amplify what your people can achieve. So to recap, you've got your intelligence layer with Work IQ. We've got Copilot embedded in the flow of work. And we have an ecosystem of agents where Copilot is the orchestrator putting agents to work for you so they can execute any task or business process. Okay, that's enough talking. Let me show you a little bit more about how we're bringing Copilot and agents to life for every employee in your organization. I start every morning by pulling out my phone, asking Copilot, what's on my agenda for today?
You've got the Ignite 2025 opening keynote organized by Judson Althoff, starting at 9 a.m. and going until 11 a.m. today.
Thanks. Has Judson sent me any emails today about Ignite?
Yes, you have an email from Judson this morning about Ignite. He's suggesting giving everyone a t-shirt during the keynote to boost excitement and make the event memorable.
Oh. Yeah, it's easy for you to clap, but I got to figure this out now. So Judson wants 20,000 Copilot t-shirts delivered to this audience. Now, okay, yeah, lucky for you. We don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to hand this over to my friends at Zava. This is a fictitious company we created just to show you what a frontier firm can look like. We don't have a lot of time. I'm going to give them 6 minutes to fulfill this order. So Zoe, over to you. Hope you can pull off a little magic.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm the COO of Zava, a fictional retail company that specializes in intelligent athletic apparel. Like a lot of you, my day is busy, juggling lots of competing demands. I'm gearing up for the holiday demand, I'm dealing with security concerns, and managing urgent customer requests. I use Copilot to stay on top of it all. I'm going to ask it to review all my emails, and with GPT-5, but powered by Work IQ, Copilot knows who I am, what I work on, and who I work with. It's actually why I use Copilot. It has the context it needs to give me real-time and actionable results. Like, I can see here, there's a request for 20,000 branded t-shirts from Microsoft, and I heard the crowd's pretty excited about this. And I only have a few minutes to get it done. I can already see the timer going, so I gotta be quick. I'm gonna get a quick overview of Microsoft as our customer. That way, I have full understanding. And Copilot is gonna, again, tap into that Work IQ, pull my meetings, my emails, my chats, but it's also starting to infer what I'm trying to accomplish. It understands that I'm trying to dig deeper into my customer. And so while it gives me this great result, it also recommends an agent that's specially built by my company for customer insights. Now, in this case, the Copilot response looks great, and I need to quickly mobilize my team because work doesn't happen in a silo. So I'm going to start a group chat with my analyst, Anne, and my sales lead, Nirja. And Copilot is going to bring this conversation over into Teams in the same place that I already communicate and collaborate with my coworkers today. And they have all of the context that Copilot just showed. So when I reach out and ping them, they have the same context I do. Oh, they're super excited. I can already see they're replying. And now we can continue to use this to work together and with Copilot as we get this amazing opportunity. But I want to quickly check in with my analyst, Anne. Anne, how's inventory looking? Are we going to make it?
Well, this is a pretty big rush order, so we're going to have to get creative. We'll need to break it up into smaller pieces and allocate it across multiple production facilities if we have a chance to get this done in time. As soon as Zoe pinged me, I turned on agent mode in Excel, and I set it to work asking it to whisk us up a plan of action. And this is what we're looking at in real time. I can follow the step-by-step process of the agent as it works through the problem, and we can see how it's building out inside the spreadsheet right in front of us a solution, and it looks like it's just now finishing up. Because the agent is built into Excel, it speaks Excel natively, which means it can do everything from simple to complex. In the plan here, we can see the scope of our problem, the total quantity, the due date, and the question. And I get the detailed breakdown of the proposed plan in table format. And this is not just static fields, this is dynamic formulas. So as I make tweaks to the plan, everything updates in real time. And not just tables, I also got a chart here from the agent which shows me the impact of the proposed plan to overall production capacity. And finally, I get this beautiful conditional formatting, gives me a really clear green flag that yes, we can meet the order by the due date. And if Zoe wants to know how I got that answer, I have the entire history of the agent's calculations and reasoning that I can share with her. So Zoe, looks like inventory is good to go.
Excellent, Anne. That's great news. We have about 2 minutes. Nirja, how's the sales quote coming along?
I'm on it, Zoe. All right, so here I have an email with details about the opportunity from the customer. Now, I need to generate a sales quote, and I need to do it fast. So I'm going to jump over to our sales quote template, where I already have Copilot opened up. Here, I'm going to activate agent mode, and then give it a bit more direction to get started. Now, this type of work is very time-consuming, but the agent helps lift things off my plate. What I want the agent to do is I want it to pull in information from the email, specific information like the address and the number of t-shirts. But because of Work IQ, it's going to look across my entire work context, pulling in information like the shipping costs and the pricing that didn't exist in my email. And I can see here that it's getting to work. I can see it co-writing with me as it fills out the form. But I am still in the driver's seat. I have the ability to edit as needed or have Copilot take another pass. But this looks great, so I'm going to keep it all and done. All right, Zoe, here's the final quote for you to send to the customer.
Thanks, Nirja. Okay, let me let Ryan know we have less than a minute. I'm going to have Copilot help me quickly draft a response saying that we can fulfill this order. I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to attach the sales quote that Nirja added. And then I'm going to press send. Now we can stop the clock. We made it just in time with 27 seconds to spare, so everyone gets a t-shirt. And that's the magic. It's the magic that comes from Copilot powered by Work IQ. It goes beyond connectors to truly understand the context of how work gets done at Zava. But of course, Microsoft isn't our only customer. We're getting ready for the holiday rush. We're pulling on our aprons, we're rolling up our sleeves, and we need to be sure our website is ready to deal with the surge. Let me hand it over to Dean, our cloud architect. Dean, how's it going?
Hey Zoe, everything's going great over here. So here's the scoop. I just recently scaled our Kubernetes environment and I added a few new SKUs to our website. So now I'm going to test our checkout flow with this new water bottle. So we'll go ahead and add her to cart, head over and proceed to checkout. It's saying that checkout is currently unavailable, which is odd because I know we have inventory on hand. So let me head over to the Azure portal to investigate our Kubernetes environment. Azure Copilot Agents makes this sort of thing super simple. So I'm going to prompt Copilot to investigate the health of my Kubernetes cluster. We'll go ahead and tag the cluster and let Copilot get to work. So Copilot understands the full context of my AKS cluster. It checks pod health, looks for anomalies, and pinpoints which pods are unhealthy. Here we can see that access to the Cosmos database is blocked by the account firewall. So there might be an API issue, but let's use Copilot to help with this. So we'll go ahead and ask Copilot to help me troubleshoot my Cosmos database and go ahead and tag the Cosmos DB and let Copilot get back to work. So this time, Copilot's checking firewall signals and service health checks and firewall diagnostics here, and it's saying that network access is disabled within the firewall. And actually, here's my favorite part. Rather than integrate the code, which we can do using GitHub's integration, we can approve the change and let Copilot do it for me. Okay, that was really, really quick, but go ahead and head back to the website. We'll double check the work by trying our checkout again. So we'll proceed to checkout. Okay, great. It looks like we've got a fully operational checkout page, and wow, that used to take my infrastructure team hours. We just did that in, I think, just a couple of minutes. Hey, Zoe, the website is good to go for the holiday rush.
Awesome. Thanks, Dean. For a retailer like us, the volume of holiday business can also expose us to heightened security threats. Our security team is working around the clock, so let's check in with Scott, our security analyst, to see how things are going. Scott?
Thanks, Zoe. Now that many orders are coming in, my job as the security analyst is to keep Zoe and team safe. And that's why I use Security Copilot directly inside Defender to stay ahead of constantly evolving threats, like phishing attempts. Now, every day, users submit hundreds of suspicious emails to me, and most of these turn out to be harmless spam. The phishing triage agent helps me cut through the noise at scale and identify malicious emails. Let me show you. It sits right here in my flow of work, and it autonomously filters out the false alarms, so I can focus on what truly matters and what really requires my attention. And that is, of course, the true or real active alerts, such as these. Let's drill into this one. You can see that the agent explains what it's thinking in simple natural language, which is awesome. It reasons over content, headers, URLs, and attachments, and then visualizes its entire process in this intuitive decision graph. And if I open one of these cards, I can see what it's thinking at any step in the evidence it used. As you can see here, this looks like it is a real order from Zava, but unlike your t-shirt order, this one is actually a phishing attempt targeting Zoe. And if I continue to follow the flow from the agent to the end, it does in fact confirm that this is a true phishing email. With Security Copilot, I'm able to keep Zoe and Zava safe faster than ever before. Back to you, Zoe.
Thanks, Scott. As a frontier firm, every one of our employees, including our most specialized teams, they rely on Copilot to get work done. We can't imagine working without it. Back to you, Ryan.
Awesome. Well done, Zoe and Zava. Round of applause for them. So that was a whirlwind tour, and what you just saw was M365 Copilot, Azure Copilot agents, and Security Copilot agents bringing AI into the flow of work for every knowledge worker and every domain expert. M365 Copilot is AI built for work. It delivers our richest, most powerful experience. And Copilot Chat is secure AI chat for every employee in your organization. It has enterprise data protection. It gives you access to agents in the flow of work. And it's available to every M365 subscriber at no additional cost. Today, we're announcing 2 new updates to Copilot tied to some of the innovation that you just saw. First, we're excited to announce we're bringing Word, Excel, and PowerPoint agents into Copilot Chat. So whether you start in chat or start in the Office apps, Copilot can actually do work for you. And you stay in control the whole time, like you saw, reviewing, editing, or guiding Copilot to rework as needed without ever having to copy and paste from chat. Also, Copilot Chat can now reason over and make sense of your entire inbox. It can prioritize and summarize your emails, help you prepare for upcoming meetings, and even highlight action items from previous meetings. All of this is coming to every employee in your organization. Of course, security is the foundation of everything we do at Microsoft. I'm excited to announce we're bringing Security Copilot into M365 E5, putting AI-powered protection and response right in the flow of work. And if you only take one thing away from the past 20 minutes, let it be this. Work IQ is the intelligence layer that knows you, your job, and your organization in a way that's simply not possible with connectors. This is the new era of work where every employee across the organization has an AI thought partner. And there's just no other solution on the market that comes close to the value that we're able to deliver with M365 Copilot.
Excuse me. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important. I have a delivery for Ryan, 20,000 t-shirts.
Excellent. That's right on time.
Would you like me to leave them on the counters by the exits, or do you want me to hand them out?
Why don't we go ahead and put these at every exit so that when the keynote's over, everyone can grab one on the way out. But everyone, please don't get up yet. We've got a lot more to show you because we're not the only ones bringing AI into the flow of work. It's happening across all industries. Teachers, farmers, factory workers, even doctors are transforming their day-to-day with AI. To talk more about that, please join me in welcoming Seth Hain from Epic.